Thank you, Brian. A farm bill is on its way to President Obama's desk after the Senate passed the legislation. The bill will cost almost $1 trillion over 10 years, but it'll help maintain prices for products like milk. It cuts about $8 billion from the food stamp program and ends direct cash subsidies to some farmers. The bill does expand aid to community food banks. Walmart is facing another hurdle in the company's plans to build a store in downtown Green Bay. In a meeting last night, the City Council voiced unanimous support of the Planning Commission's recommendation to rezone the Larson Green property to downtown use. Walmart's proposed one-story, 150,000 square foot supercenter does not fit the zoning requirements. Nothing over 70,000 square feet would be permitted on the land. The council does expect to make a final vote next month. The Neenah and Menasha Fire Department is sending out their dive team for training just ahead of the start of the sturgeon spearing season. More than 15,000 people are expected to be on the ice this weekend, and divers say training helps them to get ready for the increased risk that someone could fall through the ice.
The guys get in the water and get a better feel of what the visibility is, because the visibility can vary from day to day. We never really know what it is until we get out here, but it's just nice for the guys to get out there and at least get that initial view of what the visibility is.
Divers warn that when they do get a call, it takes some time to get into the water, and they need to set up lots of equipment and suit up the divers. Coming up next, the Fond du Lac Fire Department shows off a new tool in the fight against heroin.
The Fluttering Heart pendant is $1.99 and yours free, a dozen roses, the Troop Spare, the Maya First chocolate bar card, and helium balloon from Krieger Jewelers. You'll get cash for gold and 18 months interest-free financing on diamonds through Valentine's Day.
NBC26 Sports Updates are sponsored by Andruzzi's Sports Club. Sports bar after sports bar. What makes Andruzzi's stand out? Stop in today and find out.
Oh, in the morning with my whole wheat toast with a dash of salt, alone I love you most. Avocado,
NBC26 is Packers Community Weather.
Sports bar after sports bar after sports bar. All the same, right? What makes Andruzzi's so different? So what makes Andruzzi's so different? Come and find out.
For St. Valentine's Day at Krieger Jewelers, the Fluttering Heart pendant is $1.99. It flutters like your heart did the moment you two first met. With equal purchase, yours free, a dozen roses, the Troop Spare, the Maya First chocolate bar card, and a helium balloon, only from Krieger Jewelers of Appleton.
Welcome back. It's 6:30 on your Wednesday morning. Another cold, but it feels even colder.
Yeah, it is the wind. It's the wind that's making a difference this morning. We've had a couple flurries here in Green Bay too, but the snow has been flying across the southern spots down towards Sheboygan,
the roads
Fond du
are
Lac. Yeah,
kind of bad out there.
Little dicey down there. Not bad here in Green Bay. Here's your live look outside our Green Bay tower cam, and we're looking off towards Lambeau Field. A little bit of daylight this morning, and again, temperatures are, not terrible. It's just the wind. The wind is what's making the huge difference this morning. Here's your precision radar this morning. Little bit of light snow still down towards Manitowoc and Sheboygan and Fond du Lac. That's about it. Again, very light stuff. Temperatures across northeast Wisconsin, 9 in Sturgeon Bay, 12 in Appleton, so really not terrible. It's just the wind that makes it feel quite a bit colder. Temperatures holding steady around 15 degrees by lunchtime, a few flurries through the day, and another blast of cold air tonight. More on that coming up.
It's our big story. The Marinette Middle School's principal speaking out for the first time about an activity that's left parents so outraged it's making national news. NBC26's Alex Hagan has both sides.
Marinette Middle School gaining national attention through social media for an activity parents say is inappropriate.
Wrong for them to do it without letting the parents be notified.
In a second letter sent home to parents, school leaders releasing the questions asked to students, including, do you enjoy sports? But others more personal, such as, ever felt embarrassed about how much money your family has? Do you have parents who are divorced? Or ever thought losing 5 pounds would make you feel better? Jill Patton says this can lead to bullying.
I think that's what counselors are for I don't think it needed to be done in a school setting with entire grades.
It really was a diversity activity.
Principal Sean Lindbergh says students were not forced to participate, defending the school's actions in what they call an anti-bullying exercise.
By doing this activity, we're building those relationships among students and helping students to understand that all of us have some type of struggle.
An activity Lindbergh says he would allow to happen again in the future.
Alex Hagan, NBC26.
Thank you, Alex. New this morning, a woman survives jumping off of the Claude Alloway Bridge in De Pere. Firefighters and ambulance crews responded just before 3:30 yesterday afternoon. They say the woman fell about 30 feet onto solid ice. She was brought to St. Vincent Hospital with severe injuries. Roads are back open this morning surrounding the natural gas leak in Grand Chute. Crews have fixed the leak along West College Avenue, and all of the businesses will be open today. Frigid temperatures are to blame for an underground pipe crack. Crews had to dig up portions of Cool Street to find the leak. Deputies say the alcohol and speed were both factors in a crash that killed 2 people in Manitowoc County yesterday morning. Investigators say 27-year-old Justin Wieberdink of Sheboygan lost control of his truck. He then flipped over, slammed into a tree, and hit a house in the town of Mimi. Wieberdink and his 26-year-old passenger Jonathan Ingram of Manitowoc were both killed. A third person in the truck was airlifted to the hospital with serious injuries. 2013 was a record-setting year for Narcan use in Fond du Lac. The drug is most commonly used to save someone from a heroin overdose. The Fond du Lac Fire Department says they want the public to know the increase in the use of Narcan could be a warning sign that heroin abuse is on the rise.
For us being the size of community that we are, that we never anticipated seeing the problems that we're seeing in this volume of calls. And it's definitely something that's on the increase.
In fact, just last month, the State Assembly unanimously passed legislation that will allow first responders to use Narcan as well as medical professionals. You would think it would be a logger's dream, high demand for wood, but in Marinette County, there's not enough left to go around. It's a trickle-down effect that more people are turning to wood to heat their homes because propane prices are just too steep. Loggers say they're selling out faster than ever before. While they may still have some wood, it's not dry enough to sell.
But I'd rather not sell them green wood and have a chance of their house, having a chimney fire in their house burning down.
Loggers say this year's frigid and snowy winter is adding to the problem. It means some loggers can't work for more supplies. Loggers say the price of firewood is going up. Depending on who will buy, you'll find it as much as 50% increase. It's a boycott of an age-old American tradition, Girl Scout cookies. Girls are set to begin sales this weekend, but Pro-Life Wisconsin is calling on people to boycott the cookie sales, saying they support abortion. Girl Scout leaders say the organization teaches girls leadership, communication, and organizational skills. Pro-Life Wisconsin says Girl Scouts USA promotes anti-life women as role models, women such as Planned Parenthood founder Margaret Sanger. They say in doing so, they're aligning themselves with the pro-abortion movement.
They have held up groups that are, and individuals and resources that are pro-abortion in nature, that are advocating of so-called full ranges of women's reproductive rights.
Girl Scouts USA takes no positions on issues of abortion, birth control, human sexuality.
The cookie cut is spread on social media. The group stresses it doesn't want Girl Scouts to be targeted or traumatized by individuals choosing not to purchase the cookies. Coming up, 6-year-old Dion is going to be here to help Brian give the forecast.
I can't wait for that. Dion is looking great, too. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a good Wednesday weather kid. Now, outside again today.